What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Terrence Gibson here, chilling in my chinchilla robe at the crib. Hey, about to do an awesome video on how to compound $1,000 to $1,000,000. And I'm gonna do a lot of series of videos like this, so you show people how their money can grow. Just starting out with small amounts of money to get their money to where they want their money to be. And that's what I'm going to be doing for you, the viewers, those that view these videos. Try to give you something, give something back. And if you're interested in how I do it, I'll introduce you. Just right now, we cannot put any titles or anything inside the videos right now, just for SEC purposes. And if you understand, when you're becoming a hedge fund, you don't see nobody promoting Merrill Lynch. You don't see nobody promoting JP Morgan but them. So right now, all I can do is give you financial thoughts. Can't give you advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I can give you help you stretch your mentality to see what your money can do if you're willing to do it. All right. So like I said, we're going to start off with $1,000. We got it on compound interest. This is the compound interest calculator on the calculator site. This is the website right here at the top, calculatorsite.com. Finance calculators, compounding calculators. And if you see me keep looking to the side, just looking at my trading signals. Okay. Hey, so we got $1,000 in there. Interest rate is up to 1%. We'll put 1% in there. I was playing with something yesterday, so I'm gonna take that out, and I'm gonna put this out here. I'm just gonna put it for 4 years because, like I said, this is like high school versus college. Usually, it takes 4 years to get out of college, unless you're going for an associate degree. There are a lot of computer tech jobs you can get with 2 years. There's some nursing jobs you can get, well, like practical or CNA or whatever they call it. You know, not exactly a nurse. You have to be 4 years and some change for that. But you know what I'm saying. There's some things you can do, but we'll just stick with the traditional 4 years. And that's why I was call it, high school versus 4 years. Because I'm showing everybody how to get paid. How to get paid. It was a young boy that a lady that worked with me when I worked at the sheriff's office. Her son was blessed to go to a school. I think it was in like North Carolina, South Carolina, but it was it was a uppity boarding school. It was nice. It was like $12,000 a month or something like that, just to go throughout the year. And they said people like Sylvester Stallone children went there. I mean, just like uppity people like the Hollywood A-list. A lot of their children went there. And when he got to this school, there were 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders that were already millionaires just from using the stock market. I'm not even gonna get into all the other stuff that they do because it's not relevant to my video. But when I'm talking about just investing and trading and letting their money work for themselves, these jokers are now millionaires themselves. So they can't just say, I mean, they might have started off with daddy's dime, who didn't? But they're taking what they got from their parents and now they're creating their own wealth. And this is what you can do. Either you got it, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, or you didn't. Whichever, this is for everybody. Because if you got money like that, you just come here and say, hey, well, shoot, I got $100,000. Let's start off with $100,000 and see where I'll get to. You know what I'm saying? But we're starting off with $1,000. I'm working with what we could say like the middle class, the lower class, to get them to be upper class. And then upper class, you can come watch these videos too and just add a few more zeros. And then you'll just do a few more zeros than everybody else because you can start off bigger. So, hey, so we got $1,000. We started off, we put in there 1% a day, 4 years. Compound is bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. We're not going to deposit anything else throughout the year. And we're just going to hit calculate. And a lot of people will look at this number and be like, you know what? Is that $857? Is that $857,000? No, that's $857 million. And this is a 4-year period with $1,000 at 1% a day. So this stuff can be done. This is a calculator. I didn't make these numbers up. All you need to do is have the right system in place, which I have in place. So once you see this video, you need to contact me, and I'll put my 3 ways of being in contact in the inside the thing, because I put my phone number in one time. It just was too much. I'm not doing all that. I'll just put and then I'll contact the people I know that are serious, and we can talk by phone. So 57 million almost dropped. Even if it was 857,000, that would be way more than enough. Starting off with $1,000 and 4 years later, it's like you went to school. A lot of people that went to college, and I know for myself, when you go to college, you go broke and you come out broke until you hoping for a $35,000 to $60,000 job, depending on what field you're in. So this is crazy, even if it was just the 850. Well, we're talking about 800 million. So let's find out how we get to this point. So right now, this is on yearly. We're going to go ahead and break it down monthly, and just to see how it grows in the beginning. So you can see that this, once you put the first 1,000 in, it goes to the 32926. And then it ends up being 1,32926. And then it compounds off of this number. It doesn't compound off of this number anymore. The interest and compound comes down off of this number. So 15 days of interest, then it'll compound. 15 days of interest, then it'll compound. And you'll get this number 30 days later, 43768. So this is the interest that you have made. So now it goes to 1766. 1766. So your $1,000 in almost 3 months is already, you done already doubled and added some extra pocket change to your $1,000 when you get down to here. So you got $581.79, but your total that you've gotten interest in the 3 months is $1,348, because it's just adding up right here, and that's just adding it all up down in the middle. And this is what your account will look like in just the 3 months. So you have your money back. So if you want to take your $1,000 back, take your $1,000 back at this time, and then you'll just start at the $1,348 mark. But hey, if it's doing this good, why take it out? Because you got goals. You got goals. So we come on down, get to the 1 year mark. We're going to just skip all this because it's getting good. We see it growing. So in 1 year, $1,000 has turned into $30,000. $1,000 has turned into $30,000. And it's crazy. Right? Okay, so somebody already hit me up now from my last video. We'll talk to them in a minute. So $30,000, and they'll understand why they had to wait, because I'm doing another video. So in 1 year with $30,000. So you're now, if you only needed $5,000 a month extra, you can stop right here at month 10, keep the 17,000, which is now your capital. This is your money. This is you. You can pull it out. Why touch it though? You can make $5,000 a month off of it. Why touch it? Leave it there. Take the 5,000 if that's what you need. If that makes your life complete. You know what I'm saying? Or you're like, nah, I need 10,000. So okay, wait 2 months. Come down, wait 2 months. You got $30,000 in account. 30,400. That's your capital. So now you're pulling an extra $10,020 off of that a month. Golly, everybody wait till I start doing my video. Anyway, $10,000 a month at this point. So say you need 20,000 is good, but nah, I want to be a $30,000 man. All right, so let's just wait. How many more months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more months. So in month 17, actually month 16, at the end of month 16, when month 16 is complete, the beginning of month 17, you can start pulling out $31,000, because that's what's going to come out with the whole month of month 17. It's going to be interest on $95,000 and $12, and because this is the interest. Let me see, copy. So you can see it. Let's go ahead and pull this calculator up. Let's dig that out. Let's make that here. So I copied it. Oh, there you go. And then we'll just do the 1%. $950. That's what's making a day. That's why it's starting to grow so much. This is what you're making a day. So if you did $950 of just interest for 30 days, you only would get 28,000. But that compound that happens in the middle, which I'll just use this calculator because I'm trying to figure out how that even works in this calculator, which happens here, it's just too much. Because what happens is, okay, matter of fact, let's just go back. $950.23. $950. All right, so that's the number. We'll copy it, right? Cancel this out. So don't be adding it to it, right? So what happens is we're going to times it by 15, right? $14,025, $251. I don't know about $25. All right, anyway, $14,251, right? So what happens at this point is you take this $14,251, right? And you take it and you add it to where were we at to get to $30,000, to the 95,000, right? So you got 14,251, then you're going to say plus 95, because what you happen when you compound, you're putting the money back. 0.12.36, because this is just based off of you leaving the money in here. So if you're going to just let the interest just rise straight off of this, it's going to be the 28,000. It's not going to be the 31, because once you compound, that money is going back. So you have to actually stop compounding and just pull interest to get what you're going to get at that point in time. Because if you compound, the money is going back to capital, just to let you know. So you got that 95,000 plus that. So add that. That's 109,264. Now we're going to times this by the 0.01 and see what we got. So now you got that. So do this times 15 days. So you see now you got 16. So you got that 16 plus the 14. And that's how you come around and you get your 31. Because it's going to be 16, 14, and plus all the change that was around. So that's how you get your 31. And then it's a little bit more math in here. I'm just trying to do it the best way to make it make sense to you with this calculator, because the figures that's up in this calculator are just use this calculator, because this won't lead you astray. And then you'll see your numbers add up like this, so you'll be good. But this is what happens. So you're at 95,000, and you're going to get up to 1% interest on this. So if you do it 30 days straight and you don't compound, because now you want to take out, you're going to end up with 28,000. Like it showed. But if you compound it, you're going to get this 31, and then it's going to add to be 126. And now this is your capital, and then you're starting on the next month. So you can actually come here, take the 126. Let's go back out. Cancel, paste. Now times that by 1%. And all I'm doing is timesing it by 0.01, which is 1%. So you're getting $1,262 a day. Now you times that by 30, 37,888. So if you touch the money, it's going to be, if you don't touch it in compound, you're going to get 41,000. If you want to start taking money out monthly from this point, you're going to be taking out $37,888.95. $37,888 and then 95 cents. You're not going to see that 0.6. If you ever see that 0.6, let me know what you use to get that. That 6 on the back. All right. So, and that's how it pretty much works. So we're still hovering around month 17. So month 17, you're down to $30,000 man, or woman. I'm sorry. And you're like, you know what, $30,000 a night. But you know what I'm saying? I got to hit that 7 figures. I have to hit that 7 figures. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I tell you, if you want to make 7 figures, you're actually making 7 figures. Let's just be straight up right here. If you take 7 up, you're gonna be a little short. You'll be a little, no, you won't. All right, let's do this. So month 18. So say you want to keep your capital of 222. 223. Let's see what this is 12 times. Okay, maybe I never even copied that. All right. Now, oh no, it just wants me to get rid of it. Paste it times 12. 881,000. Yep, you're already a millionaire. Why? Because now you're making $73,000 a month, and you have $223,000 in capital. So once it prays through that year, you'd have made $1 million that year. And that's how people consider themselves a millionaire. Now that's you making $1 million that year. So if you just want to be a millionaire, I mean, it's going to have to come up around to, shoot, we just say here, stop here. Because if you have $926,000 in capital, right? We're still in the 100,000s and we're at 2 years. We're at 2-year mark. We said, let's go 4 years. But once it starts hitting around here, it starts snowballing. Look at these numbers. Look how they jumping. Because right here, you got what? 8,000, 10,000, 13,000. Look at that, 14. No, hold up. That's more than 4. That's 18,000. 18. See, that's just jumping. That jumps from 18 to 24. So it just starts snowballing, like boom. The numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But at this point, you have $926,000 in capital, and you're making $304,000 a month. So if you continue to compound, so if you don't continue to compound and you want to stop at that point, you'll do times 0.01. You're making $9,000 a day times 30. It's $277,000 a month. So with $926,000 in capital in your account, and you hit that first 200, you're already over $1 million within a month. So that will establish you as being a millionaire. Or you could just compound as $300,000 that you would get if you would let the interest ride for 15 days, compound, let the interest ride for 15 days, then compound, and you'll be at the $1.231 million mark. So once you're here, you have $1 million in your possession. This is your capital. You are a millionaire, and you'll be making $400,000 a month. So but the funny thing is, this $400,000 a month turns into almost $5 million. So not only do you have 1.2 in the bank, you're making $5 million a year. Let's go ahead and do the math on that. It's going to be a little short of it, but let's see. It's not going to be that much. Who wouldn't mind being just a little short of $5 million when you got $1 million in the bank? Who? Who got to complain? Yeah, now you like Bezos or Trump or somebody like that. Yeah, you be complaining because you ain't seen money like that in a long time. Your money been way longer than that for a while. But for the rest of us who haven't been there, this is life-changing like crazy. Times 12, let's see what it is. 4.864. Who wouldn't mind being $136,000 short of $5 million? Who wouldn't mind? I know people will say, no, I'll go for the 4 or 5 million. I understand that. I totally understand that. But we're just saying that's just where we at this point. So in a 2-year process with a measly $1,000, we're going to say measly now, because $1,000 might change somebody's life. But when you put it in and now it turns into this amount of money in this short period of time, you got to really be looking at this like, wow. So once you jump down to 3 years, I mean, you in a whole nother ballpark. And that's why I say high school versus college. Because if you think about what you're going to do for 4 years, if you just don't think about anything, because in college, you're not thinking about a salary other than what's going to get paid from when you get to where you're going. You might intern by the time you hit 36 months, but you're not thinking about it. All you're thinking about is getting these grades so you can present yourself as the best thing since sliced bread. So in 3 years, where you're just a junior, at this point, yeah, 3 years, yeah. Yeah, this is a junior. Hold up, let me see. Let me make sure I'm doing it. Okay. Freshman, sophomore. Okay, here's your junior year. So from 25 all the way up, I knew something was funny. You're ending your junior year and you're going into your senior year. So going into your senior year, $28 million in capital. I'm like, dude, if you only had $1,000 to put away, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't get to this point, but why do you need to come to this point? I mean, unless you're trying to go change the world. I mean, I don't know who you keeping up with that would needing to go this far. Unless you just got some things, seriously things. Like, I mean, you got some ministry stuff going on or whatever. But you can been a blessing a long time ago. Now, if you just in it to win it to the fullest and you want that 857 million that's sitting right there at the bottom, where you'll be making that's like $212 million a month. A month. So you're a billionaire at this point. So you took $1,000, and this is just a calculator. This is not me. This is 1% a day, which I have a company provides up to 1%. And this is just not touching it. This is just compounding, letting it run with $1,000 and just let it go and forget about it. That's all this is. So you get that account, you let that interest ride, you forget about it, and just let it keep going. I'm not looking in there. Oh, I could buy it. Oh, I could buy a house at this point. All right, nope, let it go. Like, oh my gosh, my dream house. Who can buy their dream house for $524,000? But by the time you get to there and that's your status, your dream house became another house. Oh, it's like, oh man, well shoot, now I got that. Shoot, let's go ahead and look at that one I seen over there hanging off of the ocean. Then you look at your account. Oh, I can just go buy my dream house. No, don't touch that money. Go back to that lifestyle and take your next interest out that next month and buy a house. Do it that way. That's how you do it. You get over here. If you want a $538,000 house, you can wait till month 26 when you have 1.6 million. Then you start buying stuff with your monthly 538,000. Boom, put it down. Boom, get you a nice house. 6 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, somewhere in Atlanta. Now up north, you can still get a nice house for 538,000, but it ain't gonna be 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. Unless they got little rural towns up north that nobody really talks about, that they still build houses for the price they build down south. But down south, you living like a king. 538,000. You got you a nice house in a big gated community right there, and it's paid for. It's paid for. So you take that money out, right? Boom, house is done. Boom, 30 more days. Furniture and the vehicle are your dreams. So if you're a man and you're married, of course, hers comes first, then you get yours. So you go get her something nice, and then you go get yours. So then you do it. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Go get her a banging ride. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why women love Land Cruisers. Not Land Cruisers. I'm telling you my age now. Range Rovers. Because they break down all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'll just get me a Model X. Model X, you heard it first on this video. Model X. I'm trying to get her over to it, but she wants something that's gonna, that's gotta make sure I keep that iced tea coverage on it. That commercial they be doing. I seen a guy the other day over there parked in coming out of Belk, and his Range Rover, brand new joint, wouldn't even move. It wouldn't turn on. You couldn't push it to roll it. It was blocking traffic right at the top of the stop sign, just blocking all the traffic. And it's crowded in the mug down there. So it just messed everybody's day up. But a brand new Range sitting up there looking so pretty, like it just came off the lot, and it wouldn't move. You can have that junk. You can have that junk. I'll take my Model X, make sure my battery charged, and roll. But then again, shoot, by the time I'm ready, I don't know what these other dealers are going to have, because Cadillac's coming out with theirs. BMW already has theirs. I don't know. It still ain't nothing touching that Model X. With them doors that just go. Phew. Even though I'll probably never sit in the back unless I get a chauffeur. But I ain't trying to get that bougie unless I know somebody need to be blessed that can use a awesome job of driving around, so they can still spend time with their family. But it is what it is. But like I said, it's so many things. Just me talking out, just giving you inspiration on what you can do when you get to this point. Everything changes. If you had to scrape up $1,000 just to put it to the side, everything changes. Your life changed here. And then 2 months later, it changed again here. And then 3 months later, it changed again here. And then, shoot, that ain't even a month later. A month later, it changed again here. Then another month, look, you see now it's jumping $10,000 a month. Now you're making $40,000. Now you're making $55,000. Now you're making $73,000. This is monthly income right here. This is the total interest you can gain. So if you that's where your big old capital come from right here. Because this is all adding up from all of these equal this. And that equals that. And that's just the way it works. And I'm not trying to make these videos too long, but I just want you to see where you can be if you just have patience with your own money. And let's just go, let's just do 0.5. And we're going to change the game. Let's see where that takes us. 4 years, $1 million. There's a big difference, 0.5% and 1%. Well, let's just see. Let's see where everything changes. Oh, wow. Was it showing me my calculations? It was not like that calculation. Oh, no, back to the yearly. All right. So did $1,000, you did 0.5%. In a year, it turns into 5,000. And 24 months, it turns into 34,000. So you see that big jump from 5 to 34. And 3 years, it turns into 198,000. And in 4 years, it turns from 1.5 million. So if you only had an option, but I mean, what you would use to do that, I don't know, because we're killing that. And that's what I've seen before, because past profits don't mean future gains. Income disclaimer. And what I've seen up to this point, I'm only going off of what I've seen. But 0.5% turns into $1.5 million. Who's going to go to school for 4 years, get out and get a $1.5 million upfront bonus for their job, making $158,000 a month? Actually, it's more than that, because we would have to go to month 49 to find out. Let me just put that in there now. To find out what exactly they would make that last month. So we're going to go back to monthly. And since we got 49 in there, you're now making $183,000 a month. I don't know what to tell you. That's 0.5%. So people are like, well, what if it don't make 1%? Well, I just showed you what happened if you made 0.5%. I mean, who's hurting here? Then you're making $183,000. Okay, now you got to wait 3 months to buy it. I'm talking about buying the house stuff. So you already can move in. You can move in. You can go get $1 million house at this point if you want to. That's up to you, because you can afford it. You can afford it at this point. Don't be like the football players that get $1 million contract over 4 years and buy $1 million house. No, that's stupid. You have $1 million in the bank and you're making $183,000 a month. You can afford $1 million house. Why you would want $1 million house unless you're moving everybody into it, like the whole generation or whatever? I mean, that's up to you. Whatever you do, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on $1 million sand, chilling in $1 million country, just getting around. I'm older now, though. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 45 in 2 months. Oh, less than 2 months. Yeah. Be 45 in less than 2 months. Capricorn season. Yeah, so I just think differently now. I got that retirement, travel all the time mindset. So yeah, stuff is just stuff, but you do need the money in your account to go see the stuff. You know what I'm saying? My thing now is just seeing stuff that I haven't seen. And, you know, being in the military and being in different places, we've seen some stuff, like being in Germany for 3 years and I ain't been to Italy once. That makes no sense unless right up the street. But, you know, this was one of them deployment. Well, pretty much we just stayed in the field too much. That's really what it was. But, you know, just a lot of time that was gone. So there's a lot of things we got to make up and a lot of ministry to do. It's just so many things. So the funds adding up can just make doorways open. Say you're a devout believer and you're in a ministry and you know that the ministry is hurting and you have the mindset to blow your funds up, and you did it with the 1% that I offered on the $1,000, and you got to let's say you got to the 25th month. You got 1.2 million in your account, and you now are making $400 to $5,000 a month. Your ministry is struggling. You be like, you know what? 1.2 million, 10% of that is 100,000. But you know what, Pastor? Here you go. You know how we say Pasa. Ain't even pastor no more. It's Pasa. There you go. This is for the ministry. Let's get everything back together. $400,000 at one time for a struggling ministry. Oh my God. Especially when you know the man of God is a man of God. His personal relationship has nothing to do with his finances. So the thing is, it might be the fact that God blew you up just so you could be that blessing. Just look at it that way. You never know. You're part of the ministry, so you are part of the ministry. Remember, the church is the people. So if you're connected, you're connected. We're all connected to the body. It's just that we got so many million different views on the same Jesus where I don't even know where we get to it, but it's crazy. But if you're there, you'll be there. You'll be there. I mean, shoot, you never know. You can be the financier of the ministry. You cut over the piece of this and start giving a pastor a salary. If he need to be more full-time with the Lord and he's working 3 jobs and driving a school bus, I mean, come on now, get a brother a break. You sow into those who sow into you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Get that brother a break, and it's going to bless you like crazy because you're already blessed. And what God's going to do with this and everything else, you're going to be down here in no time. Stuff going to be coming out of the woodworks because you're sowing into God. Yes, that's a man, but you're sowing like God. I'm giving this to you through him. You know what I'm saying? Or Pastor, I'm giving this to you from God. So whichever way, as long as you're giving to God, you're always going to be blessed. Always going to be blessed. So, hey, I know this took another turn, but I am a preacher before I am any of this other stuff. So, hey, 1%, $1,000 turns into, oh, I never hit enter. Oh, I did hit enter. Is that next month made you a billionaire? Like I said, wow. I didn't even look at that. I was looking at the numbers like, hold on, where am I still in the millions? No, that's a billion. So you're a billionaire if you wait 49 months. Making, then you gotta go 42 months, 50 months just to see what you make a month now. Because you gotta add that extra month. Because that last month that's next to it got you there. It's not gonna show you what you actually getting at that point. So if you go monthly and you go to month 50, 75 million a year at this point. A month, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, where's my mind? It's just the numbers are so huge. A month. And if you let it compound, this is where you be at capital-wise. So why do you think the rich stay rich? Because they know how to invest and they know compound interest. They know. And there are a lot of people who's happy with Merrill Lynch and all these other places that you might get 10, 20% a year. And people are happy. We're showing you how to get up to 1% a day, which is 30%, up to 30% a month. So you're making in a month what they're making a year, and they're happy with their 30% a year. Think about it. Why wouldn't you be? You put $1 billion in and you're making 30% a year. Come on now. Shoot, that's $300 million a year. You don't even got to do anything. You take $1 billion, put it in there, and live off of $300 million a year. What you missing the meals or something? I mean, we're depending on what you're trying to eat. If you're eating gold steak every day, you still can afford that. You can eat gold steak every day, every year, every day of the year on a $300 million a year salary. That's crazy. So, man, all I can tell you is, hey, get with me. I'll put my information in the comments and let's get you rolling. All right. God bless. Love you. Peace. And I am out.